Hello. You can't see me because I'm over I'm over here, but I'm going there. So, 1 second. Oh, you know what? This is probably going to sound really painful. Sorry about that. All right. So, this is me. Just gonna be playing some Sega Saturn. I have this device called Mode. Lets me lets me play the entire collection, the entire library of Sega Saturn games. And I was really excited when it came out. I picked it up pretty much when it was announced. And let's play some games. First, okay. All right. So, gonna USA. Let's get acquainted with some USA games. Hmm. No, I really enjoyed Resident Evil. I enjoyed that on the PlayStation. There was a Sega Saturn port. 1 sec. I'm probably gonna have to turn down my volume. Okay.
Resident Evil.
So yeah, I used to do a couple of YouTube videos a few years ago. Um, from 2014. Is that right? I think 2013 until 2015, 2016. I did a few here and there, and just sort of
Wow, what a mansion!
just sort of stopped. Oh my god. 1 second.
Captain
There
Wesker,
we
where's
go.
Chris?
I was hearing it from
Don't
my
open
headphones
that
across the
door.
room.
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris.
Maybe it's Chris.
Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, Let me handle this.
Let's see if I can.
Stay alert.
Stay alert. So, this version of the game doesn't have auto aim at all. It's the basically the original PlayStation release with some different graphics. Like the graphics are slightly different.
What?
Textures are
is
darker.
this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Yes, I will. Um, this scene scared the shit out of me as a kid. I had nightmares. Watch out, it's a monster.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
What is it?
What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
I think the loading times are
Wesker!
longer.
Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being.
Easy peasy.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Beats me
Now
too.
it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time, I'll be there.
So, Yeah, I used to do videos on YouTube and then had a few a few subscribers from my criticisms of some like some bigger YouTubers, and then I just decided to get out of the game. There we go. Just stopped making videos for a while. I made a few here and there over the years, but I've just been busy with life stuff. Oh, that chest is see-through. Yeah, there's no auto aim at all. Because that can happen. Oh boy. Already at caution. Yeah, so I bought the mode from Terra Onion a few months back. I I ordered it like I ordered it in April. I think it was announced in April or March or something. It was announced in like the springtime, and then I didn't get it till like August. Very popular product. I don't know how far I'm gonna get in this. Just showcasing a few games here. Oh yeah, so the models look pretty different. Oh man, yeah, been a busy day. Built a cat condo for my cats. One of them's like One of them was a stray that my brother picked up. He found in their parking lot. Like the cat was going in there eating garbage for days, and then my brother decided to take him in, and he was having a rough time with his two cats. They were bullying him, and they just the three of them just weren't getting along. His two cats weren't getting along with the stray, so he asked if we wanted to take him, and we did. That was about a month and a half ago. His name is Homer, and he's this really cute Maine Coon, very fluffy, big fluffy cat. And then we picked up a newborn cat, like a kitten. We got him when he was 8 or 9 weeks old, and just totally full of energy. And we call him Homer Jr., or the kids like to call him Hoju. So we've been calling him Hoju or Junior So if you don't want to get squished, you gotta
What's
you
going
gotta
on?
try both doors.
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me, please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door
I'm gonna
down.
kick this door down. I'm gonna
Hurry!
fix
This
the
way!
audio levels.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
I hope the audio isn't still peaking. I don't know. Let me know how it sounds. Anybody? Ugh. All right. My instinct is to turn away from them after a few shots, but like I gotta I've gotta relearn that. And that's it for the handgun bullets for now. So yeah, like there's a lot of dithering patterns. Cause like I think the Saturn can do transparency. Yeah. Been like YouTube videos from people like way smarter than I could ever be talking about how the Saturn graphics work. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, put that chemical away. I'll save. Maybe I'll play something else. Uh, ah, update. Yes. Stoner room. All right, let's play something else. There we go. So there's like a button combo that brings you right to like that resets the system without having to actually hard reset, like just shut it off and turn it back on. Which, you know, very nice. I have some ROM hacks too. English translations, graphical improvements. Yeah, Police Knots, which is a little too slow. Like I tried playing it before. I tried starting it up on a stream like a year or two ago, and it was it was so slow, so boring. So let's do a Japanese game. There are tons of games for Japan. Hmm. Where's that Magical Hoppers? Yeah, let's play that. It's the Japanese version of Pandemonium. They redid this. They completely redid the story in Japanese, I think. Redid the graphics. Um, and just changed the story up. As far as I know.
私の名はシート。アメージングランドの女王に仕えし者。近頃何か不安を感ずることや物事を途中で投げ出してしまいたくなることはないかな。それはきっとアメージングランドのパワーが失われつつある影響である。そこで君に頼みが。アメージングランド、そして君の住む世界、ひいてはこの宇宙全体を救ってはくれまいか。おお、そうか。ありがとう。だが困ったことが一つあるんじゃ。その世界には特別な波長を持つものでなければ入ることができんのじゃ。その波長を持つ者は君の世界には男女合わせて2人しか見つからなかった。名前はクラムとブッキー。どんな2人かって会えばわかるよ。だが2人とも少々おっちょこちょいなのでな。そこで君のサポートが必要なのじゃ。その2人に君の意思を乗せて、さあ冒険の始まりだ。
We got. This is the same Sega Saturn I've had since 1998. Had this system for so long. And for the longest time, it's just been sitting in storage. Just never played anything on it because so many of the discs were damaged. The disk drive itself was acting up. So just sat in storage for years. But we had the Saturn before we had a PlayStation, and I think we got the Saturn the same year as the N64. We got the Sega Saturn in like the fall, but we got the N64 that Christmas. No, this isn't emulated. This is, well, no. This is running on my original Sega Saturn using mode. It's an optical drive emulator. I have the entire library, or most of the library. Oh, they're they're privated. They're privated or unlisted. I unlisted a bunch of them because I was getting a lot of shit from Sargon fans and Thunderfoot fans. But yeah, it's funny to see BreadTube now because like when I was criticizing far right YouTube, there was no support. There was nothing, like there was no group of people. Actually, that's not true. When I first started making videos, there was nobody to talk to, and then there was a Skype group of YouTubers who have long since left. They've long gone. They're not part of. They basically dropped off the face of YouTube. One of them was there was this guy named the True Puka. I think his channel is still around, but he yeah. You remember all those people, eh? Yeah. Yeah. There was the True Puka, who has dropped off. I got into a Twitter argument with him a year ago over Bernie Sanders. He's complete anti-Bernie, and I used to give him a bit of shit over it. Bewildered Ape, yeah, he's only on Twitter now, and even then he posts very infrequently. But I remember Bewildered Ape. Some blonde guy from Texas. No, I don't remember. I don't recall that. There was a guy he was from Virginia, or he was living in Virginia. He used to be a writer for The Amazing Atheist, I believe. Fuck, what was his name? He was what was his, what? He made a Let's Play channel called Tinkle Snort Emporium, I think. Yes. And it was... what was his name? Unseen Perfidy. That's right. Unseen Perfidy. And he was... I watched that guy a lot. And then... him or... I forget who. They had a live chat called Blue Chat or something, or like the Hate Group or whatever it was called, and it was basically a live call-in show, not call-in, but like it was a live podcast basically. I don't know how to describe it. But it was run by a guy named Grey Knight. I was invited for an episode, but I couldn't make it because I had a class, and I really couldn't miss it. I tried to be there, but then like I remember it turned into a shit show because it was a debate on Baby It's Cold Outside, like this stupid fucking debate over a fucking song during Gamergate days. Yeah, actually during Gamergate, if you came out against Gamergate, you were shit on 100%. I closed my Twitter actually in like 2014 because it was really affecting me. It was really affecting me mentally, and it was affecting my schoolwork. So I closed my Twitter account. But yeah, it was. I was meaning to like make more Gamergate, like anti-Gamergate stuff, but like I'd be in the middle of doing like of recording audio for it, and then just really not wanting to post it, like just wanting to keep it quiet. Who else was in that? I remember there was there was a guy named Zenistrad I used to watch. He was one of the smartest people. Like he made really good arguments against Sargon. Yeah, Gamergate really, it's kind of like the proto like alt-right. But before Gamergate there was the anti-Anita Sarkeesian stuff. Because of the mode, I have Panzer Dragoon Saga. Yeah, I got Panzer Dragoon Saga here. Yeah, Zenistrad, he extremely smart guy, but his content was so inaccessible because, you know, like the problem with BreadTube but the problem with YouTube, leftist YouTubers at the time, or liberal YouTubers at the time, was that their content was, the model for that content, that type of content, was to basically play your opponent's video and then just cut parts of it where you would talk over it. So like it was just this extremely boring content that like someone like Sargon was getting like 250,000 views, or I don't know how many, hundreds of thousands of views, and then a leftist YouTuber would come along and just shitty mic quality, just no budget at all, like a lot of the time just their laptop mic, and it'd just be like the most boring content ever. It was so bad. Yeah, so the mode, it's this hardware, this piece of hardware that replaces the disk drive of the Sega Saturn. So my Sega Saturn, like the original Saturn that I've had since I was a kid, is not playing CDs right now. It's playing disc images of games that I've, downloaded or backed up. So yeah, I've got because my collection of Sega Saturn games is pretty limited. Like the ones that I've had since I was a kid, pretty limited. Yeah, man. There's there's a lot of options right now. If you have a Saturn and you're considering checking out some hidden gems, there's a lot of optical drive emulators out there you can check out. Well, not a lot. There's about 2, 3 that are on the market now. There's this. It's called the Mode. Stands for Multiple Optical Disc Emulator. It also runs on the Dreamcast, and there's an update that will let you use this device for the PlayStation. So, I mean, I have this for my Saturn because I also have a Dreamcast, but I've never had any problems just downloading, like getting disc images. So yeah, it was dull. For sure, it was dull. Yeah, well, for me, I was against Patreon even. Like at the time, I was stupidly against Patreon, because I didn't think what they were doing really warranted any money, but like I made a video a few years like when I was doing it. Oh man. I suck at this game. This game's not bad, but I suck at it. I can play something else. I'll show you. I'll show you how this. So, yeah. Again, this is I'm playing this on my. I've got a TV. I've got a CRT TV that I got for like $10 off some guy, and there's this thing, the Mode, and I've got games from every region. I've got ROM hacks. So, Grandia for the Saturn just came out. A translation just came out for that. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, all kinds of goodies. But yeah, leftist YouTube at the time was so dull, and not only was it dull, it was extremely volatile, extremely hostile against each other. This was people are talking about how leftist YouTube is not inclusive, or very critical of itself, very navel gazy. This was a problem back in back 5-6 years ago, because I joined the Skype group of YouTubers, not Zenistrad, but he was a bit later. But there was Unseen Perfidy. There was a couple of women. There was this guy, okay, and then it turns out that he was a sex offender named something Hannibal the Victor. And it turns out that he was a sex offender. And we didn't know that at the time. It came out after I left that group. Yeah, the community was small, and it was extremely they didn't like each other. It really was. They were chasing clout when there was no clout to be chased. Their content was super fucking boring. Um, and like even though they were smart, like some of the smartest people I've known, but their content was so boring. Oh yeah. Oh, did he? I think he did have a Patreon. Yeah. He was yeah, it turned out that he was he spent time in prison for attempting to kidnap children or something like that. It was it was something insane like that. Yeah, so, yes, there was what was his name? Uh Big Lundy. Big Lundy was dating another guy. Big Lundy and him, they were both pansexual, and I forget I forget the other fella's name, but the person that he had a relationship with had a falling out with Unseen Perfidy, and then Unseen Perfidy made another Skype group, and after being in this Skype group for um after being in that group for about, I want to say, like maybe 3 or 4 months, there were about each month Unseen Perfidy would make another Skype group excluding more people because of a small argument that he had with them. Like it was so it was so insane. It was so crazy. Um yeah, Unseen Perfidy, smart guy, but extremely angry. Like he was a really angry guy. Like I stayed on his good side, but like just cuz I wasn't there to make any enemies or really argue with anybody. I was just there to shoot the shit. Like at that point I was pretty much done um with YouTube, making YouTube videos, and um let's try Panzer Dragoon. Wait, what was that? Oh my god. All those all those languages. All right, Panzer Dragoon Saga. And then you can start the disc that you want to start with. Hannibal the Victor was not in a relationship with anybody. There was a guy named someone named Dick Coughlin. Um, Hilariously funny guy. One of the one of the funniest YouTubers. Jenny McDermott had a she was part of, I think, one of those groups. I never spoke to her. But yeah, Jenny McDermott claimed that she was sexually assaulted by someone. I think it was Dick Coughlin. You get them around. There's like well, there was an archive.org page that you could download the disc images from. A lot of systems have the disc image, like those full libraries. Oh, really? She's a TERF now? Oh my god. I don't know, like, doesn't surprise me. Uh, People didn't like her. People didn't like her, and in those circles. But I think she claimed that Dick Coughlin had been sexually harassing her, sending her like dick pics and just trying to like hook like find a way to hook up with her or something. But Coughlin turned out to be a huge creep. He's off YouTube now. I think deleted his channel completely. I could be wrong. And he exclusively uploads like stories on Facebook. Like he's basically only got a Facebook presence now. There was a guy named called himself, what was his name? There was a philosopher guy, like he claimed he was a philosophy professor. Critical zone? Non-critical? No. Fuck. I forget the guy's name. But he was like one of the first YouTubers that really started to make entertaining content. He showed the parallels between like racists and fascists and men's rights groups. He did a 5 or 6 part series. Yeah. You know what? My first YouTube video was making fun of Cult of Dusty for being like a new atheist shithead, pro Gamergate guy, and like not only monetizing but like not only monetize, but he like made products, like he was selling products, and I made fun of the fact that he was selling like atheism t-shirts and t-shirts that said logic on them. Like my first video ever was making fun of, like specifically making fun of Cult of Dusty. Thanks. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm gonna like, I don't know why. Like, honestly, like making YouTube videos and like streaming on Twitch and like just streaming in general, kind of like I it's kind of embarrassing to me. Like I look at big YouTubers now, and it's like, how are they not, like, they must be self-aware. But like oh yeah, so getting back to Cult of Dusty, I'm really happy that he's changed his positions. He's actually, like, he got a lot of shit for changing his views. Him and Shoe on Head. I never had any beef with Shoe on Head because at that point I was pretty much out. But yeah, Cult of Dusty, I'm really glad he's doing well. Like, I'm really happy that BreadTube and LeftTube is a thing now, and that it's growing. Like, the explosion of growth, like the explosion that it's seen in popularity, is really heartening. Yeah, it's very nice to see, and like people are, you know, like the problem with it at the time was that people thought that you needed to, like, if you wanted to destroy their arguments, you needed to do it in the sense like this, we're in the West Wing, like we need to make we need to make the best arguments we can to go forward, and like that's absolutely the case. But you also need to do it smart. You need to make people laugh, and like you need to be good at either video editing or uh like good with like costumes, like ContraPoints, who like, oh my god, her content's so good. Um, like you needed to do something like that, but now because of Twitch streaming and stuff like that, I was never ever good at editing videos. Um, like my thing was literally just pointing my phone at whatever I wanted to film and just go for it. um, like basically just rip off the Plinkett thing. I'm in my creepy basement. Time to look out my notebook. So, but like now, you know, if you're not really good at editing videos, like for me, I could just make a YouTube stream and or a YouTube or Twitch stream or something. Just open up OBS, do everything I need to do before the stream, and just go. Man, I can see why this game was cut up into 4 discs, because these cutscenes are long. And like, I've always liked gaming, so if there's a way I can just like stream, get my opinions known, and even play a few games, like that's perfect for me. And like a lot of YouTube and Twitch channels do that. So I'm just trying to like move on, like move with the time, like change with the times, and it's like I like making content. It's just I just felt like I just feel nervous doing it. A lot of social anxiety, I guess, is the best way to put it. Yeah, I've been busy with like a lot of it had to do with being nervous like behind or in front of the camera, just feeling uncomfortable about it. And there was like I was just really busy with school, with work, relationship, so I had to put the YouTube on the wayside. And yeah. And this year's been really hectic. I mean, 2020 2020 sucks, man. This year sucks ass. But like it's been really busy too for me. Me and my wife, we bought a house this March, and we've just been settling in, getting some major renovations done as soon as we got in. So, if anybody who is watching and doesn't know what's happening, this is Panzer Dragoon Saga on playing on my original Sega Saturn that I had as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Old leftist YouTube was absolutely outnumbered. I made a tweet one time making fun of Sargon. Actually, what's funny was back in 2014 I wanted to debate Sargon. I really, really wanted to debate him because at that time they were saying, like, and it was true back then too, that it was true back then that leftists really didn't want to debate right wingers. Like, we wanted to do content, like videos, and we just. But like I remember, I had enough with Sargon claiming he was a liberal leftist or whatever, and but always shitting on the left, claiming to be on the left. So I said, hey, listen, man, I would love to have a Skype call with you or something, just to get your opinion, like actually get what your viewpoints are, and just talk about and like debate the facts. And he fucking Dave Rubin'd me. He fucking Dave Rubin'd the shit out of me. I'm gonna be out. Oh, fuck. My controller shut off because it was so. It's been such a long time since I touched anything, any buttons. I don't live in Ottawa. I live just outside Ottawa. I live in Quebec. I work in Ottawa. But yeah, Sargon in 2014, Dave Rubin me, basically said I was rude to him on Twitter, and that if I wanted to debate him, I needed to publicly apologize. So I said, how about we do the Skype call, and I'll apologize to you in the Skype call. And he said, these irrational leftists, will talk shit behind our backs, blah blah blah. I don't remember. He basically called me an uncivil, like hysterical, blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, he was a fucking snowflake, and he ducked out of an opportunity to just have his opinions nailed down. You know, like, I hope for the day, I really hope for the day, like, about Dave Rubin, like, I hope one day Sam Cedar does get a chance to debate him. And that's another YouTube channel that I'm so glad got as big as it did, and is still growing. I think they're almost at 1 million. They're almost at 1 million subscribers now. So, yeah. But Sam Cedar's been on that grind since since the Iraq War. Since the Iraq War started in Air America. Oh my god, I get to play the game now. Okay, that's run. shoulder buttons are the camera. Yeah. I think so, like, my politics are kind of like they're on the left. Handgun. Oh, what? Like, Sam Cedar's like a social democrat or something, which is like, no, that's fine. Like, anybody to the left of like a conservative is fine, I guess. Some liberals are, you know, not in my backyard, I guess, but yeah, this game is fucking expensive. This game is one of the more expensive Sega Saturn games. Actually, I've got a pretty expensive. I have my copy of Mega Man 8 for the Sega Saturn that I've had since I was a kid. The disc is a little scratched, so the cutscenes don't play super great. But that game goes for like about, like, complete in box, it goes for about 700 Canadian. So, like, I was just one of those kids who never sold any games or systems that I got. But yeah, Sam Cedar, The Majority Report, like they're so intelligent, so funny, and it's such a shame that Michael Brooks passed away as young as he was. Like, I was fucked up by that. I was legitimately broken up when that news broke. Yeah. Um. Yeah. What? So, man, yeah. So with older, like, leftist YouTube, man, it was so like it was so small. Yeah. He died at 36. Like, I'll be 33 in a few months. Like, in just a few months I'll be 33. So, like, I didn't even realize he was that young. I think I would have I would have thought he was like close to like 38, 39 or something. But yeah. Yeah, he passed away, and I was legitimate like I was legitimately crying. Like, I cried, and like it really, you know, I don't get choked up anymore, but like, I feel pretty fucking depressed, man. Yeah, 15 hours long. Yeah, this game, it feels like it's all cutscene though. like the quality's pretty good. Oh yeah. I've been thinking about this a lot, and are you so? Are you from? Are you Canadian or American? Like, do you know about the Yellow Vest Canada movement, or like the Soldiers of Odin? It was the style at the time. Yes, these fucking long cutscenes. Like, as I'm getting older, my patience for long cutscenes in games has really weighed thin.
だいぶ流されたな。早く発掘所に戻らないと。だけどこのドラゴン、どうやったら言うことを聞いてくれる？
Vancouver, okay. So, there's, you know about the Yellow Vesters? It's like this group of right-wing anti-Trudeau types. And the Soldiers of Odin, they're like an international fucking group of like, I guess like it's like a gang, you know, like excuse me. Oh. It's like a gang of people. Yeah. So the Yellow Vesters are like extremely similar to like the Canadian branch of the Soldiers of Odin, which is like, it's like a group of wannabe bikers, very pro pipeline. Yeah, for some reason. But like, yeah, they wanted that pipeline for some fucking reason. But the Soldiers of Odin, they had a big presence like a year or two ago, and actually my boss's husband, her husband was a member, like a not high ranking, like a very prominent member of the Soldiers of Odin in Ottawa, and to the point like that he had like articles written about him in Vice. And shit. And like, I got into arguments with him every now and then. And what was it? So my boss asked my wife and I if we wanted to go to a show that they were playing at the Legion. At like a Legion hall in Ottawa. And we're like, okay. They said like, oh, it was a fundraiser for like a friend of theirs couldn't afford like their medication or something. So we went and we gave them $20 for their friend to buy their medication or whatever. I don't know. And then me and her husband got into like, not like a heated argument, but like we're just talking about like I don't know, like our views on Trudeau and like just like the what was it, like the immigration thing. And that was the big thing with the Yellow Vest, was that they were the difference between Yellow Vesters and Soldiers of Odin was that, where the fuck am I going here? The difference was that the Yellow Vesters were really like, they were about the pipeline, and the Soldiers of Odin were really against like immigration. Yellow Vesters too, but like they had more of a presence in like out west, I think. And so I was talking to my boss's husband. You know, eventually, like, blah blah blah, like we're done arguing, we're leaving. At this point, the band that was playing at the Legion Hall sucked, and we were leaving, and my the boss's husband said, like, you know what, you're all right for an Antifa guy, like, for you know, you're one of the better Antifa, like, leftists that I know, blah blah blah. Well, a friend of his overheard that I was, you know, anti-fascist, that I don't like fascists. And then he plotted to, well, not plotted, but he was trying to plot with this guy to have me killed. So he overheard that I was a leftist. Oh yeah, right, Rachel Notley. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So this guy wanted to have me killed before I dox them or something. Like, dox them or expose them to the anti-racist network of Canada or whatever. Yeah, like he was saying, like we have to get him, like we have to, you know, we have to kill him or something because he's gonna kill us, he's gonna dox us, and blah blah blah. And the guy I was talking to, the husband of my manager, of my boss or whatever, goes, will you calm down? Like, he's okay, he's fine, blah blah blah. But like, that guy, his name, he's also been written about by, I don't know if you go on like Anti-Racist Canada or the Anti-Racist blog in it's like a blogspot thing or whatever. And oh boy. And that guy who wanted me dead, fucking, like, he wanted to sue Justin Trudeau. He actually raised $5,000 to sue Justin Trudeau. He's been written about on this blog. Okay. But this guy, he raised $5,000 by from all these fans or whatever. Very big on Facebook, this guy. Tried to sue Justin Trudeau and ended up using the money to move to Alberta. Yeah, these graphics are actually really good. It looks great. It looks better than Final Fantasy VII, but I gotta say, Final Fantasy VII, I think, is just the better game, I think. There's a lot to this game, I think, but like it's just a different type. Like, I'm just not used to this. Like, Sega was all about experimenting at this time. Have you played this game in emulation or anything? This is the first time I'm playing this game. Yeah, it's good that it's not overstaying its welcome. Ooh, to its rear. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's not drain the gauge. So. Go to its front. Yeah, they were all about experimenting, and they were just they were all over the place. Like, they tried to, like, I know, like their big branding for like their mascot for the Saturn was knights, or that's what the Saturn's most known for. Yeah, uses quadrilaterals, scaling. Like it's all scaling. From what I've heard, like really fun, like really smart people have talked about it. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, yeah. Which is like what Sega's really well known for. Like they, like they mastered scaling in like the 80s with their super scalar arcades. But yeah, like Saturn. I mean, like Saturn had no popularity outside of Japan. It's right. No, but right. Oh, so they used quads and scaling. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, no, the Saturn was like we got a Saturn. Like this Saturn my dad bought off of a friend for like $50. He bought it for $50 and it came with like over a dozen games. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea how the Saturn graphics work. Oh, man. Wow, like the battle system in this is so really complicated. Yep, it was. It's like, yeah, it was so crazy. They were, not like, it's not like it was. These days, it's really not like it used to be. Like, there's a lot more, there's a lot more inclusiveness. And it's like, it's just filled with like younger and younger people. I'm surprised most of the people that are into like BreadTube, like making content for BreadTube or leftist YouTube and stuff, they're fucking young. Like they're just out of high school or like just starting college now. Like leftist YouTube like 5, 6, even 7 years ago. Like they were in like their late 30s then. And yeah, like the videos sucked. Like it was all we had, but you know, objectively speaking, like the videos sucked. Like I think the first post left YouTube, the first post like Anita Sarkeesian type leftist YouTuber that I started watching again was Kevin Logan. But like I'm so disappointed with him because he's been like he's just squandering his talent. Yeah, like they are the online culture now. Like they've been with the internet since birth, basically. Thank you. like yeah, most of my videos were just like pointing a phone, a notebook. Man, it'd be cool to actually talk to Dusty. But yeah, Kevin, I think he's been using the same laptop since 2015. This is Panzer Dragoon Saga playing on my Sega Saturn using an optical drive emulator, which allows me to play disc images. Yeah, Kevin, and Kevin Logan, he's yeah, I stopped watching his videos a long time ago, because now he does live streams with Christy Winters a lot, and Christy blocked me on Twitter because we got into an argument over Bernie Sanders, and whatever, she can do what she wants. It was unfortunate because I loved her debates against Sargon, but I thought she was just being a bit unreasonable. Yeah, no, he really, to go from like the popularity of being like an anti-feminist, conservative type YouTuber to change your ways completely. Like, you're taking a massive hit. You're taking a massive hit in credibility and in like credibility to them, like to their old fans, and a massive hit financially. Yeah, Christy, like, she's, like, she dealt with a lot over the years, so she blocked me, and it's like, there's no hard feelings there. She put up with a ton of shit over the years. I remember when she was making videos against Bering, because Bering was outright lying about her, saying like she was falsely DMCAing people. So no hard feelings there, but like Christy and Kevin's streams together are, I mean, me personally, I find them unbearable to watch. Like, their dynamic, I find, has just been like very like, okay, like Christy's like when it comes to like being critical and that's not the word, like analytical, like, she's up here. Kevin's kind of down here. Kevin's like he's like the, that was my shoulder. Oh god, I'm falling apart, man. Yeah, Kevin's like sort of the comic relief in those streams. Yeah. Yeah, like, with Bering, I think his, so, his bullshit had been keeping, his shit, like, was, his credibility was falling apart, because he was just constantly lying. Sargon, I think people realized how much of a moron he was. And Thunderfoot, he just dropped off the face of the internet. So, like, how many games? Well, how many games do I have? Because I've got all of them. Like, they're all on an SD card inside my Saturn right now. But like, I think there's like 800 Saturn, like 800 games from Japan, about 250 in the US and Europe. But I've got pretty much all of them. However many a 400 gig SD card can fit, I've got. And I still have like 100 gigs left over if I want to put like Sega Dreamcast games or something, because the optical drive emulator I have on the Saturn can be switched out and put into my Dreamcast. But for Dreamcast, I've like any game I want to play, I already have like a disc CDR burned. Yeah, Thunderfoot, he dropped off big time. Especially when he debated Sargon over Brexit. Thunderfoot caught a huge ton of shit. You want Saturn games? Well, if you want physical Saturn games, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg. You might as well take out a loan from the bank. There's a lot of stop and go in this. I think I'm gonna play something else. Like once I get to a save spot, I'll play something else for a little bit. What program? I mean, if you want to emulate Saturn, you know, I've always had really good luck with Mednafin on. I use a RetroArch core. If I just don't want to be bothered playing on a TV or set up my Saturn or whatever, I'll use Mednafin on my computer. Mode, yeah. Yeah, this mode, man. I'm glad I picked it up. I really am glad that I got this. Sonic games on the Saturn. There's Sonic Jam, which is a compilation of 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. And Sonic R, which is a racing game. Can I save? Is there a spot I could save at? And Sonic 3D Blast. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Uber Comrade. It was nice chatting. Take it easy, man. Yeah. So, like, for Saturn games, there's really not much. I think I'm gonna find a save spot and then I'll load up a Sonic game. Oh, there's a battle. Okay. Cool, man. Bye-bye. Oh. Okay, there we go. Close call. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna play something else. So Oh. Is it gonna bring me to? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so mode. Coolest fucking thing I ever bought for the Saturn, Dreamcast, and soon PlayStation. But I don't have an original PlayStation anymore. I play all my PlayStation games on a PSP connected to my TV. Sonic. Yeah, there's really only these. Sonic R I got for Christmas one time. Yeah, I pretty much exclusively play retro. On Twitch, uh, I pretty much only play retro. Like 90% of the time, I'm playing on original hardware. Uh, my NES isn't hooked up to any TV, so I'm I just emulate right now because it's easier. The my NES cartridge reader is getting pretty is pretty rough. So let's play some Sonic Jam. Let's jam with Sonic Jam. I have a pseudo Saturn hooked up to the cartridge port too, which I'm pretty much only using as save cart and RAM cart. I used to use it to play backup CDs, but I think my power supply is getting a little old. Like, I mean, obviously it's over 25 years old, but it's starting to get in rough shape. So the CD drive, which uses a bit more power, is gone. The mode is in, uses less power. All right. I remember seeing ads for this in magazines, and I kind of wanted it, but at the same time, I was like, well, I've got a Genesis with all the Sonic games already. So Sonic World is the 3D hub world. It's actually, like, man, they could have made a Sonic game with this. You play VR? I wish I had the money for VR. I spend it all on retro, though. What do you play in VR? Like, what's that? Phasmophobia? I've seen people play that. It's it looks pretty good. I'd like to get into like a good horror game in VR. Yeah, what do you... Huh? What games do you mostly play? Like, do you change it up, or do you play, like, certain... do you play, just some games over others? Yeah, The thing with RE7 is... Like if I wanted to play it in VR, like, I think the cheapest way to go would be to get PSVR. And Doom VR, is that the Doom 2016 VR? Okay. The camera's like really rough. Oh my god. I don't know why it keeps pointing down. They fixed that, like this could have been like a good good adventure game. Okay. I mean, for Doom, I pretty much only play like Doom 1 and 2. There's an Exorcist VR game. What? Let's play Sonic 2. Original? Why would I play on anything else? Oh, there's slowdown. Yeah. Sonic 2 was the first Genesis game I played. It was bundled with we had a Model 2. It came with Sonic 2 and Quackshot. Never played Quackshot. Didn't give a shit about that. My best friend, he was a huge fan of Quackshot, but I just couldn't get into it. Oh my god, the slowdown is so bad. Yeah, I had a Genesis, but like my dad was a huge he was like a huge nerd, so he bought the Super Nintendo. He bought us the Super Nintendo, I think in 1994. But I think a few months before that, we had the Genesis. But like, other than Sonic games, oh, yeah. I was gonna say I don't remember much from Genesis, but like, I remember my dad was a huge Road Rash fan, and like the Soviet Strike, like the Strike series, like it was like the series of games where you were in a helicopter and you had all these different weapons to kill like enemy soldiers and tanks and shit. Like, it was really good. He also had like I think Mech Warrior or something, like Mech Warrior 1 and 2 or something, or some mech game. And then like Mech Warrior 2000. Those were awesome. Yeah, Road Rash rules. I played that a lot. When I was in kindergarten, a friend of mine, he had a Genesis, and I remember on every Monday we would have to sit in a circle and talk about like what we did over the weekend. And he said that, like, you know, you'd say, like, in class you'd say, like, oh, we went to the museum, or we went, I don't know, played some, I don't know, spent time with my mom or dad or whatever. But with him, it was always me and my brother played Sonic. He would say that every week, and I think after a few months, the teacher just got fed up with him and said, you say this every week. It needs to stop. I felt bad for him because, like, you know, I was playing like NES and stuff. Like, I was like, oh, cool. This other kid also likes to play like video games or whatever. That's like the only thing I remember from kindergarten. I'm still friends with him too, by the way. Like fucking almost 30 years later, we're still friends. All because we had a bond playing video games with family members. I never finished Sonic Mania. But I love that game. I just never had the time to really sit down and finish it. That was like the Sonic 4 that should have been. Okay, come on. Oh my god. What am I doing wrong here? Come on! There we go. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Oh, you beat it streaming, eh? Nice. Good for you. Yeah, Sonic games are like, I really enjoy them, but I'm not super great at them, as you can tell. Like, my thing is more. I love Mega Man games. I've been a Mega Man fan since I was very, very young. Love those games. Some of them. The original series is really good. X is so-so. Battle Network was cool. Never really played anything else. I think I played Zero Collection. Shit. Oh yeah. you, Tails. Yeah. Mega Man 3 on NES is I would say it's my all-time favorite Mega Man game. Better than 2. 2 always had like the consensus of being the best. And don't get me wrong, it's good. It's just, even though 3 is kind of a hot mess, like, it's unfinished. It really is. Just, it is unfinished. The slowdown is awful. I just have I have a soft spot for that one. I've got, out of the original series, I've got all the Mega Man games except for 7 on the Super NES. That's the only one I don't have. I have Mega Man 8 on the Saturn. I still have my original copy from 1998. Yeah, 2 is like that's it's well rated. I'd say that it was overrated, but it's not. Like, it really does deserve the praise that it gets. I just, like, for me it's 3. But like, Mega Man 8 on the Saturn is special to me because I think it's got the better soundtrack. I think there's 1 or 2 levels that, I think Tengu Man's level is different in the between the Saturn and PlayStation. My Tails just jumps into that. Yeah, and there's like an art gallery for the Saturn version of 8. Like, the art gallery is cool because it's got like Robot Master designs from like that kids made and submitted. So it's kind of cute to see ideas that other kids had at the time. Yeah, we're gonna spend this level underwater. Come on. There we go. Let's do this. Go. Come on, man. I'm really bummed out that the Saturn didn't get much love in North America. Oh no. Yeah, Sega's been really good with releasing their games on new platforms at like affordable prices too. Like they're really good. Much better than Nintendo's been, I'll say. I don't much agree with Nintendo's like the way Nintendo treats their old IPs, like their old games. Like, I don't know. I think Mario 64 deserved better. Not that I like own a Switch. I'm probably like one of the few people out there that still doesn't own a Nintendo Switch. Oh fuck. Oh man. There we go. Oh. Oh. Yeah. But not Sonic 3, unfortunately. Again, I don't know what it is with, like, 3s in this series, but I always... Like, I love Sonic 3. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is amazing. Especially when you, like, when you put them together. Like, it's just it's such a good, complete game. It's long. Like, there's a lot to it. Man, the slowdown's super weird in some areas. Ordered a Super SD system for my PC engine. Should be coming in the mail. I don't know when, but I hope to see it soon. Kind of like the mode, like the optical drive emulator I have for the Saturn. It's an optical drive emulator for the PC engine. just want to be able to have all the on the PC Engine and PC Engine CD games. Did they? It sucks that Sega wants to, like, they're opting to ignore Sonic 3 now. Like, I think it had, like, what it has to do with, like the music being, I think Michael Jackson made the music, and, like, they don't, you know, he's a monster, so I get that. Fuck, man, what a shame. Sonic 3 is so good. Oh. Used to have so much trouble with that Robotnik boss. That fight. Oh, I think I'm gonna call it. That'll be it for me. Thank you for coming in and chatting, and you know, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming in. Alright. Take it easy. Now I gotta walk over to my computer to shut it off. Alright. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.